Okay. Welcome to Tired Twats Comedy Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Patty Roscoe. I'm here with the fabulous Carrie Carabas.
How are you, Patty?
Who always comes.
You always have something in your mouth.
I'm very oral, except for wieners.
You have.
Woo!
And who do we have
That's the only
here?
thing I know about. We have a fabulous guest today.
Our favorite guest.
He is our favorite guest, and he is filling in.
I thought you were just going to say she.
Hey! I almost
said she.
Shit, but I didn't. He is filling in for someone who canceled. So we just want to say at the last minute.
Mario gets that a lot. People will say she throughout the day, and even his mother calls him she.
That is not true.
Nah, she don't call me she. She calls
All right,
me
but it
her.
sounded funny.
Her.
Her.
Huh?
Her. You know.
Her.
Her let her wash the dishes. I look like your fucking daughter.
She said she calls you her?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
But
Even
see,
your mother doesn't know what you are.
I know what you are, but
She
why
has
do I
to know
say
what
shit?
I am. She changed my diaper.
Exactly.
I stop myself in time though, so it's just like but that could be just my own senility.
That's
It might
all right.
not have anything to do with you.
I still love you, Patty.
Mario, I love you. Mario Bosco is here as our guest, and we can't thank you enough for filling in at the last minute.
Every now and then Mario will send me pictures of him back in the 80s when he was a child star. He was, 18, 19 at the
I
time?
was 14 when I started. I was, okay, 18 when I started. No, 14 when I started. I was 17 when I got my SAG card.
Okay, but when you were 17 and 18, you looked like you were 12 and 9.
Yes. 12,
So-
not 9.
Well,
All those
you look 9 in that picture with Andy Garcia. He has played with stars like Andy Garcia,
Michael J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox, what's his name?
LL Cool J. Selma
Scott
Hayek.
Baio, come on, that's your go-to guy.
I know you
Yeah.
call these people. Who's that
Scott
girl?
Baio actually lived in my neighborhood.
Who'd you call that girl? From what show was that?
Oh, Lydia Cornell, my girl. She's from Too Close for Comfort.
What's
Yeah,
that
she
show?
played the daughter. Remember with Ted Knight
The puppet,
Oh, I don't remember.
and Monroe?
Monroe.
See, I am older than you people,
But
so I
no,
don't remember the
how could
show.
you not remember that show?
I don't know.
She looks from Mr. Ed's era.
Whoa,
That's
that is
true.
so hurtful.
Leave it
but
to
it's
Beaver. Should we
absolutely
do
true.
those kind of
I
references
love to
for
leave
you?
it to Beaver. But here's the thing about you child star people. They were all, who was the black one? I forget his name.
Webster.
That one, but the one with the big head.
Oh,
Gary Coleman.
Gary
all
Coleman.
those guys had something that was like a thing genetically that made them not grow. And then they're the perfect child stars because they don't act like children. They're like kids they're like men. And they go, okay, stand there and do this. But if they actually got a real kid.
Right, they would be not listening to the director. Like I used to say that to my sister all the time when my nephew would act up. I'm like, no director's going to work with that kid.
Did he want to be in movies?
No, but I would just say that anyway. I'm like, no director's going to work with that kid.
Just in case he wanted to do
But-
it.
The
yeah, right.
difference between me, Carrie, is between me and Gary Coleman. Gary actually had a disease of dwarfers.
Oh, he was a dwarf?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know he was a dwarf.
His voice changed. At one point, he came.
His wife kicked him down the steps and bashed his skull.
That's
His
what we
wife did that to him?
Yeah, but she didn't get convicted, though.
No.
I didn't know she... But wasn't she like... See, the problem with those guys, they were millionaires, and then these women would come in and want the money and take
His
advantage
parents
of them.
stole all his money.
It's so sad.
Yeah.
That guy had the... He had
Saddest
to,
life, and then he was
No,
a
it
security
wasn't him.
guard.
It was Webster.
No.
No, the other one is... He divorced his parents. What do you call it? Not divorce your parents, but
He
whatever he
sued 'em.
did. Yeah. What is it?
That was
Are you
Webster.
talking like emancipation?
Yeah,
or something?
emancipation from his parents. But I don't know if they had emancipation
But
back
he
then.
sued them because they stole all his money, and then he had nothing,
And he's a security guard,
and
the
he was
poor
a
guy.
security guard. People were making fun of him. It was so bad.
Oh, and you're like at the height of your life when you're like 20. I didn't know he was a dwarf. But now Webster was not a dwarf. Or
No.
was he a midget?
He had a disease, a different type of disease. It's all part of the same thing.
Yeah.
My husband has that disease in his pants.
It's a...
Why would you bring
Wow.
up Sam?
I don't know. I just thought it'd be funny.
I'm sure he doesn't. I'm sure you wouldn't put
Do
up
you
with
really think I would have married that?
No, you wouldn't have.
I could put up with a lot, but then I know looks and shit fades, but you're going to have the penis.
That's true. Penises are forever.
Penises are forever.
A good dick is
Worth millions.
golden. It's golden.
Go ahead.
Go
I'm
ahead.
shocked. Does Sam watch your
Now
podcast?
you
No,
got
he doesn't.
small and little. You're small, but your penis stayed normal size, correct?
Yes.
That's good.
Carrie's worried for you.
Yeah.
But
Just in case Sam runs out the door.
but can you have testicles though or no?
Yes.
Oh, you do have a testicle.
Everybody has testicles.
But I thought, don't testicles? When do testicles? Adam, when do your testicles come out?
When they come out?
Like, aren't you like a baby, a kid, boy with no testicles, and one day they drop or something?
you always
I
have
don't-
them. They drop at
Yeah.
a certain age, 14.
Wait, you're born with your balls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You
think
tell I
that's
never
more,
changed a boy's diaper.
Here's the thing. I think when they say your balls drop, I think that's more like
Yeah, what does that mean?
figurative. I think that more means like you go through puberty.
And your voice changes.
I don't think they literally
Oh, they don't
drop.
literally
No,
drop? I
'cause
thought
you're-
they were up in a...
I never remember a time where
No, my son has always had his balls.
He always had his balls from
Yeah, when he was a baby, he had these big balls. Put it
Big
this
balls.
way: when your baby first comes out,
Yes.
the balls are enormous, and you're like, "What? Whoa!" And you call the doctor, you're like, "What's going on with my kid's balls? They look swollen." He's like, "That's normal."
That's normal to have big balls as a baby?
Yes. And then the penis grows and the balls shrink and they get, then the balls stay the same, like kind of, as the baby gets older. But you always have your balls.
I thought they dropped.
I
in
have
age.
mine.
You do.
You do.
Yours dropped a long time ago, baby. So anyway, you're not a dwarf, and you're not you
No.
don't call them midgets. I don't know what the hell you're
No,
supposed to
I
call
People
them.
want to know what rock you're living out from under. Palma Florentina goes, "What rock?"
Because she probably had sons. I never
Yes,
had.
you had 5 kids.
What am I looking at? Little kids' underpants? That's a good thing I don't know what boys' underpants look like. What's in their underpants? Because I'm a normal person. I'm not looking down kids' underpants.
You never changed the little kid's diaper?
I guess not. Not a boys. All my friends had girls.
What about your sisters?
I never changed their kids.
What's your sister's name? Quick.
Ellen.
Look,
Ford.
she can't remember the name.
You can't remember your sister's name.
My sister loves you, Ellen Ford. You know why? Because I get her name confused with my daughter Anna. Because Ellen, Anna, Ellen. You see how it's
Not
the
even
same?
even close.
Not
Oh, my
even
God.
close.
Do you know
one's
that
an E, one's an A. One's A-N-N.
Because
A.
one is a vowel, 2 consonants, a vowel, and the other one is a vowel, 2 consonants, a vowel,
You just lost me and Mario.
and then a consonant. But all I'm saying is, I will
you
actually
just
text.
lost me and Mario.
Anna, Ellen. How do you fucking get the bulk?
It's I don't know, and I will text them the other ones that, like, my sister will go, "Are you texting this to me or your daughter?" And I go, "Oh, shit, sorry." Like, even just not in my brain.
What are you
like,
smoking?
I am smoking
What
sometimes.
is Kevin giving you at night?
Oh, you know.
No, it's not at night. It's during the day so he can be relaxed.
May I just say, can I just talk about sex for 1 second?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, since I upped my vagina cream, Carrie, I'm telling this to Carrie,
Oh my.
from once a week to twice a week, oh my God, what a difference. You need the vagina cream, estrogen, whatever.
Here's
the fuck
what
it's called.
happens, folks,
Go ahead.
Here we go.
to your body.
It's the last time was amazing.
Now, what do you mean by vagina cream? Is that like
Yeah, they have a vegetable.
It's a,
It's a tube.
It's a suppository. Like
It's a plastic.
Okay.
It's a plastic thing like you're putting in a
and you
tampon.
shoot it up
Okay.
and it's
Yeah,
gel,
but instead
or
of
whatever it
putting
is.
a whole thing in, like you, I just do a little because everything overreacts. So you do a little twice a week, but I always forget, and I do it once a week.
Well, let me explain to
Go
the
ahead.
male,
please
to the
explain.
male listeners
I'm just telling you, maybe
that
you,
have it so fucking easy. After you go through menopause, you lose all your fucking estrogen.
you become a man. Basically,
You become a man.
okay.
Everything dries up, and your vagina
Yes.
dries up and slurps back up like a snail into your fucking body. And you're like, what happened? What
Inside
happened
and
to it?
outside, the whole
What
thing.
happened to it? I went to the doctor the other day and he told me I had dry eye. I'm like, that's the only place my husband fucks me now. And now you tell me that dried up? You motherfucker.
Can I tell you? I also have dry eye.
Suck my dick.
I had to take Restasis, and then it made me fucking dizzy. I have to put these fucking drops in, and I'm going blind, and I'm going dizzy, and I'm like, I can't do. He goes,
There's nothing wet about you.
he goes,
Nothing.
That's exactly the only thing that's wet on me. My armpits, where I sweat, and my ass in the summer.
Oh my.
Mario, are you as horny as I am?
Mario just threw up.
But I'm
You're
telling
making
you,
Mario and I hot over here.
with estrogen cream, even though you put the cream inside,
It plumps back
it
out.
plumps your outside out too, and then all of a sudden,
It looks like a normal vagina.
and then you remember how you used to like to do it? That's what happens.
Do you ever try to open a clam?
Yes.
It's almost impossible.
Can I just tell you something? I have a bit that I'm
That-
writing. Did I ever
That's
tell you?
exactly what
I
it's
have
going
a
on.
bit that I'm writing about the clam. I told you this.
I
Right?
wrote it.
You already wrote
No.
it? I
Yeah.
hope.
No.
But it's about how older women, did I tell you this? Older women are better to be with because in an oyster, it takes years. Like a young oyster just has sand and grit and smelly water. An older oyster, it's easier to open. You can
Doesn't
open
smell?
it easier. Well, it might smell, but there's a pearl inside. There's a payoff. And that's what I'm saying. I'm saying an older vagina,
So
everyone
you're
dismisses
saying-
us.
You're
know,
saying Kevin gets a payoff with you?
He
I
gets a
don't know
pearl.
about
Every
that.
time he goes in there's a lovely pearl waiting for him.
Oh, dear.
And I'm just saying,
I don't know. If
I don't think we should dismiss
I-
older women.
I don't really think. Well, listen, guys. The good thing is,
Yes.
guys will fuck anything.
That is true.
That's the good thing.
Even at my age, you think that
Yeah,
I wouldn't
no, guys.
be able to get laid.
No,
I
guys will fuck you left and right.
Yeah.
I had a kid come up to me after one of my shows. He's like, when you want to try a 25-year-old, I was like, really? I've been there, done that, kid.
Okay, let
But
me
he,
just say.
he was
okay,
willing to fuck me, and I'm.
But I'm not getting, let me just say, when I say guys want to fuck me, you're getting 25-year-olds. I'm getting like old guys.
Doesn't
like,
matter. They still want to fuck.
They sit next to you. I was at an auction, and this old guy with a sweater tied around his shoulders, and he's like fucking 78. And there's all these seats in the place. And he
3
fucking
years older
sits-
than you.
He sits right next to me. And I'm like, it's just, like when you're younger and they're hitting on you, you're like, ew, get away. So you can tell that this old guy, and then he tries to talk to me, and it's like, look, even you're too old for me. You know what I mean? Like, they think that
Even
I'm
I
desperate.
have standards
That's
at
right.
this
They
age.
think just because I'm old, I'm easy to get.
Well,
But-
here's the thing.
Yeah.
Guys still think
Yeah.
that they can get me because I'm fat, and they're like, fat chicks are easy.
Wait, let me just
But
say.
I used to be hot, so I'm still in that mentality. So I'm like, you're not. No,
You're not
No.
fat.
I am
Adam,
180
is she
pounds.
Fat or is she sexy?
I'm not-
Come
No,
on.
she's great. You're
She's
good.
great.
You're
She's
good.
sexy.
Well, because Adam wants to
Good.
get paid
He
tonight.
said
But
good.
Well, also,
I don't have to
it's
get
on a
paid.
sliding scale. Remember?
somebody said it smells like turd.
Wow.
Listen to what this kid
ahead.
said.
Go ahead.
Brandon James, my friend,
He's your
from-
friend?
from.
Oh, I know Brendan.
you know
he did
Brendan.
our something for us.
Yes, Brandon says it smells like dirty turtle tank water. Now, Brendan, I don't know what kind of women you go out with.
He needs to go out with
I
women.
know his wife.
Okay,
He's
needs-
lying.
He needs to date women who
Are you
shower.
Are you sure it's not your breath you're kicking back at you?
That's it, Carrie. That's it. Peter Bales is watching. Oh my God, when is
Where
he
is
doing
he?
our fucking show with his wife?
He's
Where's
never gonna do
Peaches,
it.
come on, you and Peaches come on our show. They won't do it.
Thank you, Craig. He still was still hot, honey.
Wait a minute.
Which is good. I like to hear that.
Elizabeth Batapede, I have Sjogren syndrome and everything is dry. What's Sjogren?
I don't know. I don't want to know about it because I'll end up fucking having it.
I don't
so-
want to get that. Oh, Joey Cola said I dropped my balls into my vagina cream. Joey
And they
Cola.
plumped back up.
Joey,
Joey Cola's so funny. When is he doing the show again?
I don't know. He said he was going to do it. And remember, he
Well,
canceled.
now
on
he's
us.
got his own
He
podcast.
just
That would-
wrote a comment earlier saying when are we going to get
He
another day on the
did?
books. Yeah.
Okay, so
Where
here
is
it
Go
it?
back.
Do I
Joey
believe
Cola
him?
has
Go up
his
to the
own
very
podcast.
top.
Joey Cola, what's your podcast called?
Joey
so
Cola
people
said,
can listen.
oh, let's put another date on the books. He did
Yeah.
say that. All right. All right. well,
Thank you, Elizabeth.
Palma said she can't find anybody her age.
Yeah, here's the thing now.
Go ahead.
Palma's hot, right?
Okay, yes.
She's got a hot body.
Yes.
She's got a pretty face. She's got
Blonde
great
hair.
hair.
Yeah.
She's got boobs.
What the fuck?
Fucking kid retarded. I'm doing a live. So this
Maybe you kiss
girl
him, bird down.
can't meet a guy. This is the problem. Women of not of a certain age. I'm gonna say that. women in general cannot meet normal men. Men want to just send dick pics. They just want to get laid and they want to move on. I mean, sorry.
You
You
know what
want to hang out with me? You got to pay the fucking bills. That's how it's gonna go down.
Is that what you
The
told Sam?
mortgage is getting paid.
Is that
Yes,
what you told Sam?
absolutely.
Because-
That was the deal you made him when he told them that?
Absolutely. I knew the pension.
Money
I
and
knew the
dick.
401k. I knew all of it was in my future. And I knew that as a comic, had I, because I didn't make it, I needed this backup.
I love that you thought this through.
I did. I thought of a pension.
I always just wanted to be
She wants
in love.
Sam to
I
croak
didn't
so she
care
You
can
see
about
how
the
well
money.
it worked out for you?
I know now. I'm nervous every night about
She
fucking...
wants him to croak so she could collect the pension.
Don't even say
Palmer
that.
said a 29-year-old wants her. I didn't say they didn't want you, Palmer.
That's
but
different.
they don't want you forever. I'm talking about I need a man that's going to pay my bills.
That's right.
That's right, bitches.
And is going to show up when you have to go in the hospital and you get your plantar fasciitis fixed. You need the guy who's going to drive you there
And drive you
wait
back.
in the office and drive you home for plantar fasciitis.
Yeah, you notice how they don't
So-
drive you for the plantar fasciitis, but when you're 20, they drive you right there for the abortion. You see what I'm saying? Here's the thing.
Whoa! Whoa! Did we just find out something that I didn't know about?
No, but what I'm saying
Whoa.
is, you ever notice guys, they don't want to go to the hospital unless it's involving them. Here's the thing.
I'd be like, hey, motherfucker, you planted it into me.
That's right.
Now let's go. I'm against
No,
abortion.
you got to
You're a-
trap
'cause you're
them. You never do the
I don't
abortion.
care
You
if
got to
you're
trap them.
Christian.
But here's the thing.
What do you mean you got to trap him?
Have the baby. Have the fucking baby. Here's what I want to say.
Oh my God! Go ahead, say it.
What
What
am
are
I
you
saying?
gonna say? Who the fuck?
Oh, so
you're
what
talking
I'm saying
about
is-
Palma, because the problem is old. If you're a certain age, let's say you're 45. Okay, I don't know how old Palma is, but I'm just saying if you are 45, and then a guy you think, well, who's a guy I can have dinner with and we could talk about he's probably a 45, 50-year-old guy. 45, 50-year-old guys want a hot 20-year-old girl who's gonna
But
fuck them.
they're not coming. Unless you're rich, they're not showing up. The supermodel is not showing
Well,
up.
here's the thing, though. There are a lot of dumb young girls who will fuck these old guys.
And then they snap out of it.
Yeah, then they will.
And then they
it.
snap out of it and they're like, what was I thinking?
Yeah, exactly. Then it goes all to shit. But anyway, yeah, I'm glad I don't have to date now. It would be horrible.
Yeah, I wouldn't if I had to.
You wouldn't? But I don't understand.
No, I
that
would
thing.
not. I would not.
If your husband, let's say your husband divorced you. Let's say that.
One can only hope. No, I'm
Would
still
you
getting
look
half
for
the
another
pension.
man? Okay, you
No.
still get half the pension, but would you look for another man?
Yeah. Yes, you would.
No, I wouldn't.
You would run if the Katarina.
First of all, let me get this straight.
Go ahead.
I love my husband.
No, I'm not saying. I didn't say you're leaving
I was
him.
joking, Ben.
Let's say if he's leaving you.
Yeah. If he leaves you, what are you gonna
If
do?
he leaves me for a younger girl, let's say, that wants
ahead.
to bang him,
Yeah.
good luck finding that. No.
He'll find that.
No,
He's a
he'll-
good-looking man. He
all
doesn't
right,
need.
all right.
He doesn't need too much. He has the most important part of the puzzle.
The paycheck.
The cock.
See, it's supply and demand, Mario.
Yes.
Pussies are harder to come by than penises. So,
No, you're wrong. It's the other way around.
what do you mean?
There's more women than there are men.
But it's very hard. Look, gay guys fuck all the time. Straight guys are always looking for a vagina. They're hanging out at bars. Gay guys are like, hey, yeah, boom, let's go up to bang, bang, bang. They bang in the back of a car, in the back of a thing, because guys want to fuck constantly. Girls' vaginas are very hard to coax a vagina into giving you the vagina. Pussies hold back. Cocks go forth. You just see what I'm
never
saying?
heard
I
say
think
that
that
word.
was in 1950, Patty, when you were a kid. I think
just saying,
today
is this
girls
in my
are a
face?
lot looser.
You think girls are looser
Yeah,
today?
they go and they bang
In
everybody.
the 80s, they were looser. Today, they're more, because there's so much sex education and more pulled back.
I don't think so.
Listen, I grew up in the 70s.
I think
The
girls today are getting dick pics and then they're banging. I don't think anything's changed.
Everything's-
There is those dirty hoes that have nothing better to do. They'll fuck Harry today. They'll fuck Adam tomorrow. They have no control.
Brendan said vaginas have no shelf life. Yes, they do. They
Go
do.
ahead,
If
Carrie,
you don't
explain.
use it,
If you don't use
it doesn't get broken into. If a person doesn't come out of one,
I think that is true. I think if you have a person, same thing with your boobs. If you don't nurse,
I nursed.
how are your
I
boobs?
think my boobs are fine.
Oh,
But here's the thing: if I would have, I begged for the C-section, but he wouldn't give it to me, my doctor,
why did you want a C-section?
Why would
because
you-
I pushed everything out of my body.
That's the
And
game.
and first of all, you got a hole this big,
Yes.
and I'm not bragging, that big, and now it's
I think
stretched
you are
out
bragging.
to that big.
Yeah, that is bad.
When it goes, and they cut me.
Yeah, they cut me
Eh,
too.
eh.
And then they stitch
So
up.
how does that? And I got that thing. Look,
She goes,
scarred
oh,
up my ass.
She goes, you're gonna like this. Your husband's gonna like this. She goes, I gave it an extra stitch.
No, that hurts.
I know. Why would she give me an extra stitch?
Nobody wants an extra stitch, lady. What are you, fucking Betty Crocker, the craft fucking bitch?
Wait, what
Don't
the
touch my.
What is
the
Betty
vagina
Crocker?
craftsman.
Well, who's the Martha Stewart?
No. Who's not Martha? Who's the one who sews the Betty? Wait a minute. Who's the one who made the flag? Betsy Ross.
Betsy
is the
Ross.
stitcher.
Yeah.
All right, maybe not. Adam, where were you?
Eating a little lunch.
What did you eat, Adam?
He's
A
chewing.
piece of pizza.
You did just now.
Yeah, man.
Gluten.
Did you go to the pizza store?
No. I had lunch. I was
gonna
gonna
say,
eat
it was
it, but
very
then
fucking quick.
we had technical
We had
difficulties.
problems,
Yeah,
and then
so.
somebody didn't show up, and we couldn't get a live thing. How was your Mother's Day? You all have mothers. How was your Mother's Mario?
My mother was good. We had a good Mother's Day. We had Outback at home.
What's the Outback at home mean?
He went to Outback
Outback
Steakhouse.
Steakhouse.
It, and we brought it home.
His mother's older, so she stayed home.
We
Oh.
stayed home. We normally go out, but she didn't want to go out.
Oh, so you guys picked it up and then
we
went
ate
home.
at home, and that's it. We watched some TV.
What'd you
and-
get her? A
Very-
steak?
Yeah, what'd you want me to get her? A
I'm
lobster?
just saying. You never know.
What do you have to get your mother like a little present, or you don't do that?
We don't do that. We never did that. Even when we were kids, whenever we made a school here, my and Happy Mother's Day if you want. No, I
What
kissed
about the
her.
homemade card, Mario?
I'm 46.
With macaroni
Uh-huh.
and cotton balls.
All right, yeah.
Spray painted in gold.
The problem with Mario is even though he's 46, I always fucking forget that.
I got a
I
baby
made a-
car seat for him.
If I made a macaroni card,
yeah.
my mother would call me a real fucking Mama Luke.
I love a Mama Luke. I want to start using that word.
His mother's a hardcore Italian woman. She's like, shut up,
she
like,
is like that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I-
actually, Sicilian.
Slap the shit out of him.
No. Did she slap you
Yeah.
when you were little?
No, I would do. I broke one thing one time. I picked it up and she wouldn't get out of bed to make me a grilled cheese. The whole thing was the ceramic macassa, whatever the hell it was called from
Yeah.
Italy. And I had the little bowl with the top thing, and I went, boom! The thing didn't break. The knob broke from the
Yeah, the
top-
lid.
The lid, but the
Because
li-
she wouldn't make you grilled cheese? How
And
old
what
were you?
happened?
I was 45.
No, you weren't.
Last week.
I was 7.
7?
And what happened?
You were feisty.
Did she slap the shit out of you?
She always did. One time my father hit me good because I threw his carton of cigarettes across Coney Island Avenue.
And why did you do that?
Because he said he would stop and smoking, and I found a carton of Marlboro.
Oh, and he lied to you.
and he lied.
And what did he die of?
Lung cancer.
Oh, my God. That's hard. See, you tried to save him.
He had a pack of
Sometimes
Marlboro.
they don't listen.
He had a pack of Marlboro in his shoe. In front
His
of
shoe?
me, he would smoke cartons. So when he
Carlton's?
Carlton cigarettes.
Yeah, those
Yeah,
were very
Carlton, I
light.
remember.
Very
And
light.
when I walk out the door, he'd take his shoe, lift it up, pull the pack out.
But wouldn't you be stepping on the cigarettes if it's in your shoe? That doesn't even make sense.
He's not wearing them. He's got them in his shoe while he's watching TV. This way, I'm not gonna go look in his shoe.
Oh, he's not wearing. Because I'm thinking if you're wearing
If
a
he's
shoe
on the couch
and you're stepping on a
and he's
cigarette.
smoking Carlton, I think he's smoking Carlton. Meanwhile, when I walk,
What's the difference? A cigarette's a cigarette.
It had a
but
filter.
Carlton is lighter.
A lot lighter,
But
but
you
you're
know, they
still
thought-
getting. You're still
They
getting.
thought back in the day, my father, he went from Marlboros, he went from Camels to Marlboros to Newport Lights, menthol. And
And
they
then
all
where
thought
is
the
he now?
menthol was better. And he died from the same shit. You know, you're fine. I mean, he died of lung cancer, he died of heart disease. You know, they all die from all the shit, from all the smoke. It doesn't matter what you smoke. You're still going to die from it, right?
Right, I agree. So Peter Bales is bashing me now.
What did he say?
First, he started off saying lots of women don't realize they scare the crap out of men. Maybe you, Peter, because you're a wimp. But then it says, back in the day, Carrie had such a temper, any guy who dated her had to bring a first aid kit.
That
That's
is not true. Did you ever hit a man,
I
Carrie?
never-
Oh, my God, you did. Who
I
did you
don't-
hit?
I don't think I was in a very...
Frank?
No, Fred. That was Fred.
Fred. Oh,
you
sorry.
keep getting his name
No,
wrong.
Fred was a great guy. I didn't have a temper, but I did hit one guy. I punched him across the face, and he went flying because he raised his hand at my sister, and he was it was a very abusive relationship I was in, and I finally gave him the boot. But he was very violent, and he
Wait,
went
he raised his hand? Why
like
at
he
your
was going to
sister?
hit my sister. and
Why?
I turned around because he was violent. He was a jealous freak. So I turned around and I punched him, and I got him so good that he flew across the room into the kitchen. And my sister looked at me and went, "What the fuck?" I go, "Step out of my way. I'm gonna stab the shit out of this guy." And I had bashing his head on the ground. It was like crazy, and I had my grandmother there. It was out of
Wait,
control.
I cannot believe I've known you for 2 years doing this podcast. You've never told that story before. Why? What else are you holding back? That is the best.
Yeah, Carrie.
You know that I am so jealous of men because I want to beat the shit out of people. Like I have such
You don't
anger.
come off like that. You
Oh
don't-
my! I hate
No,
people.
I
hate people.
I
I
had
hate
to
them.
deal with
Comes
this
off on-
guy, his jealousy and pulling my hair, punching me,
What?
hitting
You
me.
shitting me?
Oh yeah, I went out with him for 4
Who,
years.
this guy Fred?
4 years.
Oh wow, with the
Oh,
Fred.
come on.
Fred was a good guy.
This is when I was 20.
Yeah, that's
Where
when-
does he live? I'll go now.
Believe it or not, look.
Is
so
he dead now?
No, he's not dead.
Maybe you shouldn't talk about it. Is he going to come back and get you?
He's not getting me. No one's getting me.
I think he's afraid after you beat the shit out of him.
Well, I had this was towards the tail end of the slapping around and everything. One time he choked me.
Carrie,
Here's the thing, girls.
did your father
The
know
minute
about this?
anybody, no, but my brother found out. The minute anybody raises their hand to you,
Right.
that's it. It's over. There is no waiting around for the next
Right.
one. So one night, this is how sick and twisted he was. I went to his house, and I had a sweatsuit on, but I didn't have a bra on. So we're hanging out, kissing, and he's watching TV, and then I go, all right, I'm out of here. So then my friend Cindy comes over to my house. He went to bed. My friend Cindy comes to me. She goes, "Come on, let's go out." I'm like, you know what? The night's young. It's Thursday night. Let's go out. Put on a bra. We got dressed. We went out. Ba ba ba. Hung out. Ba ba ba. Go home.
What's
She
scaring
sleeps
me?
over. He comes over the next day. I put the sweatsuit on, right?
Yeah.
To go back to sleep or whatever.
Yeah.
And he comes, or whatever. I had my pajamas on.
Okay.
He comes over in the morning, and he's hugging me and kissing me, and he puts his arm up my back, and he goes, "You wearing a bra?" And I go, "Yeah." He goes,
Oh my God.
"You weren't wearing a bra yesterday."
Oh my God.
So he goes, "Psycho." She shuts the bedroom door. I go, "Shut the door and stay in there. Don't open the fucking door." So he starts bashing everything. He flips my whole bed and puts the mattress on me.
Because you had a bra
So
on.
my legs, my whole body was under this
This
mattress.
is like crazy men. I know men like this.
And he starts choking me, and I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna die." And somehow
Carrie.
I got my arms out and I lifted the whole mattress off me. I don't know how I got out of this. And I got up and I went to walk, and I remember my ears ringing really loud, and I remember passing out. I just passed out because he
From he had
choked.
choked you.
From
You
She's
could have gotten brain damage from that.
I did. No.
That explains it.
That explains it. No, so I remember like kind of passing out, and no, I remember him slapping my face and going, and he's crying because he's a psycho.
Oh, fuck.
And then I
you.
hear her. She called 911 from my bedroom, from another bedroom.
Your friend.
The cops come. I get up and I go downstairs, and he's crying, and he's like, "Cool, I love you." I love you."
Of course.
And I had peed my pants.
Yeah, when you pass out, you pee
I
yourself.
didn't know that I peed myself, right?
Right.
So the cop, and then I had marks from all around
Oh
my neck.
my God.
It looked like a giant hickey around my neck.
Carrie.
So whatever, make a long story short, I
Oh,
covered it up with makeup, and all of a sudden one day I'm in the city with my brother, whatever. My brother was at the bar, and he looks at me and he goes, "Well, what the hell's on your neck?" And all of a sudden he goes, "Give me the phone." And that was before
Oh.
cell phones. "Give me his number. Give me his number. Give me his number." I give him his number. He goes, "Let me tell you something, motherfucker. You touch my sister again, I will come then. I will beat you with a bat so bad you're going to be praying." And then he never touched me for like 6 months. But at that point, it got really ugly again. One time he pushed me out of the car while it was going.
See, those kind of guys, there's no help for them.
But
That-
but I
that's
didn't
it.
realize how strong I was. Okay.
You are strong.
At one point, I said, "You know what? Enough's enough with this motherfucker." He hit me on he gave me like a dead leg. And
What's a dead leg?
I punched my leg on the
Are
side,
you
a Charlie
fucking
horse
kidding
leg.
me?
And I grabbed my hairspray, my Paul Sebastian hairspray, and I go, "You mother!" And all of a sudden he sees me, and my eyes rolled, and I went, and I grabbed it, and he starts running down the steps, and I cracked him, and he got his whole head split open.
What?
I was like, "Take that! Come back!" And, that was at the end. So, and my grandmother, my poor grandmother, would be in all these battles. She was in the middle trying to break us up, and then I started fighting back. So at that point, I had enough, and my sister was there, and he pointed. He goes, oh, and then I go, what? And I bashed his face in, and then I grabbed him, and I was choking him, and I was bashing him. My sister's trying to get me off of him so I don't kill him. And I realized, holy shit, I can beat the shit out of this guy.
I have always thought that you could beat up a guy.
Well,
I have said that many times.
I've gotten punched in the face, so I'm not afraid. One time I punched Sam because he hit my dog. I punched him. He went across the freaking room.
That is not true.
True.
You know what the funniest thing about both of these stories is Peter Bales is like, oh, she needs to bring. You got to bring a first aid kit. And you're like, that never happened. I never hit anyone. Oh, okay. Well, there was this guy, and I cracked open the back of his head, and I slammed
That was the only-
Sam across the.
That was the only guy I ever really had fistfights with. And then I finally had to get away from him because he was doing a lot of drugs.
Why don't you break?
Meanwhile, I never drink drugs in my life, for the record. And his mother's called me a drug whore. And I was like, I'm a whore and I'm a drug. Your son's a piece of shit.
That's
Your
why
son's a
he's like
piece
that
of
'cause of his
garbage.
So
mother.
why'd you stay with him after he choked you?
I
that
did.
day?
I couldn't get away from him. Oh,
That's
well,
the
the cop
problem
goes.
with
The cop
abusive-
goes to me. Do you want to press charges? And he's crying on the front step.
I would said yeah.
Well, I
the problem
didn't.
is
I
you think
didn't.
You're still in love with him, though, right?
I didn't press charges. I should have. Should have had a court order against him. And then here's the weird part. 2 years go by. We're broken up. 2 years go by.
Yeah.
One night, it's me and Cindy. We're hanging out. We're watching TV. And the door knocks.
Wait, 2 years go by since you've seen him.
Yeah. And he goes, can I talk to you?
Oh, fuck you.
I'm like, all of a sudden, Cindy looks at me and she's like, what
No.
the fuck? And I go, all right. So I go in the other room and he's like, listen. He goes, let's just get married.
Oh, my God.
Wait, 2 years later. And I figured out what this was.
What?
He had a gay, encounter, and he's wanted.
Wait,
he
why
goes,
do you think
because
he had a gay
kept
encounter?
saying, I just want to be normal again. Please marry me. I want to be normal. I want to be
Oh.
normal. I want to be normal. So this was his first.
So you
and
married
that-
him?
Yeah, I married him. I said, listen, I can't. I'm seeing someone. Sorry, see you. Bye. He leaves.
Right.
I see him like 10 years later in my bar, and I thought my brother was talking to two gay guys, and it was him.
You're
But-
kidding me.
But he got married, had 3 kids,
And now he's gay.
and he's probably having a secret life.
But that's probably why he was so angry at you, because
He had his
he's with the
mother.
hottest girl, the prettiest girl, and he's got, he's thinking about
I don't
guys.
know. I don't know. I don't know what the deal
Wow,
is.
that is a great...
I don't even know if he's gay. That was my speculation, because I like to make my own,
What?
I like to have my own outcomes on, like, why these things happen.
That's probably true, though.
Well, why would you say I want to be normal again?
Yeah, that doesn't sound right. And what was normal about him beating the shit out of you? That was that
Well,
normal.
Yeah.
But, that's the problem with those kind of relationships is because they're always sorry right after. I'm sorry, I love you.
Like, we're at a bar, right? This is the way to say it. We're at a bar, and I look over at the band, and he goes, what are you looking at that guy for? I go,
always.
what guy? What are you talking about, dude? And he's like, you fucking looking at that guy. He goes, I see you. What do you want to fuck him? What do you want to fuck him? What do you want to fuck? Remember Jake LaMotta?
Yeah.
She was like, did you fuck my brother-in-law?
You fucked
Did-
my brother?
That's
huh?
Fuck my brother?
You fucked
And
my
she's
brother?
like, yeah, I fucked them all. I sucked his dick. I fucked. Because you get to the point.
You're so mad, and
You're
because
just
you
like, yes, I did.
You
and
can't
you're
deny it
lying.
anymore. You
But
can't deny
you're
it.
lying.
I have.
You haven't sucked anybody's dick. You haven't fucked anybody else. But you've had enough of these fucking constant. Have you fucked them? Have you?
And it's
And that'll
constant.
get your face punched in.
I know. I had one of those.
But you'll take the beating just so the fucking the grilling stops.
Yes.
I think you and Kathy Moriarty need to shake hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you get her on the show,
I could.
Mario?
I could. She lives not far from you, upstate somewhere. I could
Really? Okay. Well, we
I-
need her on the show.
I could get Kathy.
How do you know her?
Well, she wasn't really
I
beaten.
met
Her
Kathy
character was.
I met Kathy.
Who's gonna beat up her? She's like 6'1".
I met Kathy at the Long Island Film Festival with Amanta Sante, Kathy, and there was somebody else. And
What's that guy's name? Something Asante. He always overacts
He was
everything.
so hot,
He's
though.
so.
Amant.
He was so sexy when I was in high school or
Remember
whatever.
Little Darlings?
No, I didn't see Was he in that?
He was in that where Tatum O'Neal tries to fuck him and he says no.
Why would he have a 12-year-old trying to fuck him?
Because that was the movie. Back then, it wasn't,
Yeah, nobody gave a shit about 12-year-olds. But that guy was so hot, and he was like, I tell you this. And he was like so intense. I go, oh my God, he's so hot. Then you see him now as I'm an adult and I watch movies, and he's like, I will tell you this. I'm like, oh my God, he's so fucking overacting his ass off. And I will tell you,
Did you see him in Gotti?
No, was he good in
He
Gotti?
played John Gotti.
Was he good?
Very good.
All right, maybe he's good. I don't
All right,
know.
Patty.
You know, I think it overacts too. I think I told. I
De
just saw-
Niro?
No, I love De. You know, I love De Niro.
But he does overact.
no, I'll tell you who overacts. The other one.
Al Pacino.
Yeah, Al Pacino. I saw him in fucking Scarface. I had never
Al
seen
Pacino,
Scarface.
Al
I'm like, what the
Pacino.
fuck? I shot to tell you, but I told you about your tata. Like, what the fuck kind of acting is that?
Al Pacino is a Shakespearean actor. He's a stage actor. He's not a film actor. And when he brings a role
Yes.
to the table,
Yes.
he brings the character, the role, the name, everything to the table. When he's snorting the cocaine, when he's opening the door with the gun.
Yeah.
and
No,
stuff.
I like Al Pacino. I think he's better
I
than
want
De
him
Niro.
Way
He didn't
better.
sell out.
Way
He never
better.
sold out. De Niro does any fucking movie now. It's
I
like
think he's funny. De Niro does the funny movies. He's funny.
I don't think he's funny.
Jack Nicholson, great. Dustin Hoffman, amazing.
I may not be, and I gotta say this right.
For
I
the
may not-
8 listeners.
I may not be a crazy 14 on my side, a crazy fan of De Niro, but I think him going up at the Tonys.
That's
cursing
what this is about.
Cursing out Donald Trump. Fuck
That
you
is
with
the,
that.
that's why Carrie doesn't like
You're
him
the
anymore.
president. You don't
This
curse
is-
out the president. It's not up down
No,
with Trump.
but it's
fuck
not
Trump.
even. But here's. I don't care about that. You know what I care about is that you're at a party. Why are you bringing the party down?
Well, you know, people
Because
back
there's
in the
a lot
day.
of fucking liberals in this world.
Listen, Patty Chayefsky, who was a liberal back in the day, because I'm watching. Oh my God, I love the show Verdon Fosse. I'm such a theater. Well, I can't say the theater fag, but that's what we used to call ourselves back in high school. But it's
You
like,
and your husband?
yeah, exactly. But I would love anything.
one,
theater.
first or
So
second?
now Fosse, Verdon. Oh my God, I watch it. It's on FX. I've been
Go on.
Okay, so anyway, but Patty Chayefsky, he was, you know, liberal. They're all they were. But anyway, I forget who was Vanessa Redgrave went up and she's talking about the Indians or whatever, and he was like, you know, I just want to say, keep your politics to yourself. So it's not just the liberals who are, you know what I mean? Like, well, I guess she was a liberal. Wait a minute. So my
Yeah,
whole
Patty,
point
you don't
is
even know
wrong.
what you're talking
I
about.
don't know what I'm talking about.
I think that whoever you like,
Just shut up.
shut up. Exactly.
You know what it is, though?
I don't like anybody. I could be spewing
but I
anger
think when
all day.
people-
I don't.
When people feel strongly,
say,
they think they have a platform and they want to say it, but I don't think it's the smartest thing.
I have friends in LA. They're liberals because they live in LA and they love Obama. They worship the fu-
Me too. That's me. Go ahead.
Okay, I didn't say Obama did a bad job. I never said nothing bad about Obama. I would have loved to meet Obama, the first African American president.
Right.
Very husband.
Well,
and
he's
wife,
half white.
husband and
So
wife.
he's the first half African American president.
We're not prejudiced on the show.
No, but he's half. He's half. He's not 100%.
He is 100%.
Well, no, he's not 100% black. His mother's white.
Well, his
His
skin-
mother is white.
I
but
know,
his father was black.
So what? So why are you? What? Hold on a second.
Uh-oh.
I find this weird how you're saying the first African American, but you're not 100%. You're half white. So why aren't you picking white and not black?
Because
he looks black.
I understand that, but still, half is white, half is white. You're the first
But he's
half.
not. He's not going towards.
What did
the-
George Jefferson call them? Zebras?
I don't remember.
George Jefferson was like, he's a zebra.
George Jefferson and who was the other guy?
Archie Bunker.
Archie Bunker.
They
Oh
were
my
the
God, they could
funniest.
say everything, and you could get away with it back then.
But listen,
Go ahead.
whether he was white or black, he rooted for the blacks. He was a good president. I don't have any.
How did he root for the blacks?
Because he was black.
But what did he root for?
He didn't.
What did he do for the blacks?
I don't know what he
Exactly, so shut up.
did. But the one thing I didn't like about him,
But he has a black wife. You know, he's black.
But his wife is black.
Yes.
his wife did a lot for this country.
I loved his wife.
with the food and the.
I
What
loved it.
food?
What do you
She
mean?
told people
The garbage that she put in schools?
she told the kids to eat healthy.
That was
And she
great.
played-
She really worked
she
on it
played-
Well,
hard.
that's better than the don't bully when you're
Listen,
married to a bully.
and she
okay.
brought in she
Oh.
brought into the country.
Well, don't bully makes sense because kids are killing themselves in
I
junior high
agree-
school.
I agree, don't
so
bully,
yeah, the
but
don't bully is a very important one.
But I wouldn't say don't bully when you're married to a bully. It's like talk to him first about bullying, and then come to us about bullying. It loses its punch.
Well, who cares?
When you're married
Well,
to the biggest bully on earth, and now you're going, now don't.
What?
Okay,
what-
he's a
wait
bully,
a minute.
but don't
Was
mind
he?
him.
Did you get the thing I sent you the other day where the
I
British guy?
can't even open your
The
things
British
anymore,
guy
Carrie.
asks her a question about Trump, and she goes about.
Who, Melania?
No, he asked this lady a question about.
Peter Bales was fighting with this guy Jeff.
Oh,
Wait,
no.
so listen. So he asks her, what do you think of the comment he made about grabbing women by the pussies? And she goes, look, I have friends that talk dirty. That was way before he was president. That's man locker room talk. He goes, no, he's a president. She goes, wait a minute, what are you talking about? That was before he was a president. So this liberal guy would not stop with that. He's a president. She's like, that was before he was in office. How about, she goes, when, what's his name, was banging Monica Lewinsky and
On
shoving
Bernadette.
cigars up her twat
Oh, I think he's
in
horrible,
the
too.
office. And he goes, no, that's in the past. She goes, oh, wait, that's
they're
in
both
the,
the ba-
wait, hold on. And then she goes to her, she this is the best answer. She goes to him. She goes, you know what? I'd rather be grabbed by the pussy than have a pussy for a president. And I was like, that was hilarious. Perfect answer.
Harry.
But here's what I don't like. Now I'm not for I'm not for either side because I want to see results in what my life is going to be, not what their agenda is. And their agenda is for them to have a posh life and us to be like the slaves.
That's right.
Right. And both sides. But what I don't like
I
about
don't think it's both sides. But go ahead.
come on, Patty, stop it. Stop it.
We can't talk about
Stop it.
politics.
But here's
because
what
it's
I
just
want to
gonna get
say.
ugly.
Here's
Let's
what I
change
want to
subject.
say.
We
The
gotta
liberals
change
have
the subject.
have an agenda that's
ahead.
not going to work out for you in the long run. So anyway, when you're over super duper duper liberal, here's what I don't like.
What unions? Unions are
Hold
bad?
on a second. No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Okay, that's liberal.
Here's what I don't like about the liberals. They are crybabies. They
I'm
can't.
not a crybaby,
But not you. But there are other. You can't
but
wear.
I'm a liberal. But
person.
I'm not a crybaby.
I don't wear a Trump hat because I don't want to wear a Trump
Okay,
hat.
go
Are
ahead.
are you a Hillary fan?
No.
Listen. So
Amen.
when somebody wears a Trump hat or a Trump, they beat the shit out of them. Why are the
But-
liberals
yeah.
acting like crazy people?
Okay, you're telling me. Okay, let me just say this. Then we have to move away from politics.
Let's move away.
Wait. But you're saying that people get beat up in a Trump hat. Okay, fine. What about the people in the fucking rallies, the Trump rallies when he was running, who got beat up after he said, punch those guys, who came and were like putting signs up. Those people got beaten up under his tutelage to beat them up. Okay, so having said that, let's move on. I just had to get my point in.
Tutelage. I like the
president's
tutelage.
It's a word. Okay, wait. Who's fighting who on this?
I
Let's
want to
see.
be president.
You don't
I
want-
think I can be president.
Peter Bales, carry on politics makes me want to stick a needle in my eye.
But I can't listen to Peter either. He's a super duper liberal on that side. I can't. I can't.
Wait, well, who is Peter Bales fighting with on here, did you say?
He said with some guy Jeff.
Jeff who?
I have no fucking clue.
Oh, Kevin Powers said that Obama is Derek Jeter Black. That's what you call it. Not a half black, you call it Derek Jeter Black. Who's that?
I think it was Keith.
Oh, Keith Anthony.
Oh, Keith Anthony. Oh, okay.
So go ahead. Let's
Harry's
talk about
to
some
get boycotted by BLM, but I don't know what BLM is.
Black Lives
Matter.
Matter.
Oh, that's it. Okay. Back off, Jeff. If you look underneath Carrie's hat, we're angry. You see that loves and respects any man who has a pension. Wow.
I do.
Wow, Peter Bales is
I
really
do
he's coming
love-
out sweet. Swinging.
Listen, I do, but he won't come on the show. I do
Where
love
is he?
what?
Where is he? You said he was out there.
No,
No,
he's on
the Keith Anthony's out there.
Oh, what I do love is I do love a man with a pension. I do.
There's so few of them. Kevin Powers loves your fight stories. You do have really
Thanks,
good fight.
Kevin Powers.
I love any story where a man goes flying at the end of a woman's fist. I know that's terrible to say because so many women, I could never fight back. I'm a pussy. I'm afraid. I will talk a big game, but the minute you come after me, I'm fucking running. I get in fights with people. But
well,
then
now
you
with
see
your
me run.
broken neck.
I have a neck.
But here's the thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's why I have my daughter in.
Taekwondo to back you up.
Well, yeah. And my son is in it too. So yesterday I went there and I watched her wrestle a boy, a guy, a 20, like I think he was 20
a
years old.
20-year-old guy.
Well, he was like, I was going to say he's about
Your daughter's 12.
He's 18.
Why is she wrestling
Spanish
an
kid.
18-year-old?
Because they're sparring. They're whatever they're doing. They're practicing.
I don't know if I agree
And
with
at
this.
one point, she flipped him, and I was like, "That's my girl. That's my girl." And this is a trained kid, and she's a trained kid. She's a higher-ranking belt,
Right.
but he's still got a man strength. But here's what he's trained. She's trained. If she got into a scuffle with an untrained guy,
Yeah.
She'd kill him.
not that she'd kill him, but she can get out of she can get.
That's what you want for your daughter. My two especially my younger one's got the big mouth. I would always say to her, "Listen, I want you to take karate." She goes, "I don't want to take karate because she's like my younger daughter could like not beat you up, but beat somebody up. She's really fucking strong, and she's got a crazy hair up her ass, so she could do. Like you need that crazy thing in you to be able to beat people up. But and she has a big mouth, so she tells people off. But I feel like people with a big mouth, girls with a big mouth, they got to be able to back it
You
up.
gotta look. He says, Brian. What does it say? I don't know if it says Brian Wolf.
Who? Oh, all little girls should be trained in combat sports. I do the same with my daughter. Yeah, I know. I wanted my daughter to do it. I would do it now. But if I did sparring now, forget it with my neck, my shoulder, my knee, my hip. It would be
You know what?
over for me.
They want me to be president because somebody said Carrie for president 2024, and
Oh,
I
God help
agree.
me. God help
I
me.
agree because I would set the shit straight here. I would set the shit
Okay,
straight.
first of all, you'd have to know history. You don't know
I don't
history.
need to know history
Yeah,
because what's
exactly.
in the past is in the past.
No.
Here's
History repeats itself.
no, it
You have
doesn't
to
because
know
I would.
history, you have
I'm
to know
not gonna let it
politics.
repeat itself. I'm gonna tell you how we fix this fucking this
Oh,
this
God help
country,
me. Adam,
just this
please.
country.
Mario, help me.
How do we fix it?
Don't ask her, please. We can't get into politics. I have to kill myself.
She's gonna kill herself. Can we not talk about politics?
No, we won't talk about it. But
Carrie,
no
how's your mo-
freebies. That's the first thing.
How was your
freebies? No freebies.
No
How was your-
freebies? Okay, let me just
How
say.
was your Mother's Day?
When I was fired and I had 2 young children, I got on unemployment. I was someone who wanted to work. They took my job away from me illegally. I had to wait to sue. And while I was waiting, I was on unemployment that put food on the table for my children. So if you
Wait,
call that a
unemployment.
freebie.
Unemployment is not freebie.
Oh, okay. Well, that is a
that's
freebie.
well deserved.
Well,
Yes.
deserve, you worked for the unemployment.
You're getting a year of unemployment. If in 1 year.
No,
Oh.
I'm back to work after
Right.
that. Yes. 6
So-
months.
But I'm talking about free doesn't work because who's paying for the
No
free?
one agree. Even liberals don't want free.
Oh,
free,
yeah,
free.
they do. Yeah, they
Okay,
do.
I'm a liberal and I don't want that.
Well, the liberals do. Free cell phones, free this, free that. Go to any Social Security. Go to any office, for freebies. Watch what you see in there.
Okay. All right.
And then the people who really need it, like the injured people that are fucking in wheelchairs or whatever, they can't get it.
Okay, Carrie, how was your Mother's Day? I'm changing the
I'm
fucking
going to tell you how my
subject.
Mother's Day was. My daughter's room, I opened the fucking
Oh, that
door.
picture is so fucking funny. That's exactly what my kids' rooms looked like.
I opened my daughter's bedroom
Yes.
door and I almost threw up from anger. You know when you
Yeah.
get so angry you want to throw up? I think she tried everything in her closet and everything in every one of her drawers. She pulled out and she threw it on the floor.
All over the floor. The pillows, everything.
So
Horrible.
I decided, I called her and I said, your phone is done. Your phone is done. No, I texted her to this because she was in school. Then all of a sudden I get a phone call within seconds.
Oh,
Bam.
yeah.
She must
You
have went
can't
to the
say that.
bathroom.
Yeah.
What's the matter, Ma? I go, you're done. You're done that room. You're done. And now what I'm going to start doing, everything on the floor is going to go in a bag and go to the Goodwill. I don't give a shit if it's a Juicy. I don't care if it's a $150 sweatpants. I don't care what it is. I'm getting rid of it.
She's getting rid of it.
Oh, my younger daughter would leave food. And you'd go in there and she played volleyball, so it would smell. Like, because she didn't put her dirty clothes. Her sweat. She played volleyball every
Mario,
day.
that sounded perverted.
It's not underpants. It's
Underwears.
Why is he asking me about my
Underwears.
daughter's underwears? But anyway,
Underwears.
But it was like, just put the shit up off the. Okay, first of all, I'm a slob, so I can't even get that mad at her. But I would say to her, look, this is gross. You got to do this. So we go to therapy, right? And you know what the therapist says? She goes, you really need to pick your battles. She goes, that's her room. Let her have her room the way she wants it. I feel like, are you fucking kidding me? That I fucking am paying you to tell my
take her
daughter
side?
Yeah, you take my side. I'm the one paying you. I'm the mother. Like, they can't fucking do
But
that.
here's what gets me.
Go ahead.
I understand if you wore the pants and you threw them on the floor, but not if you take them off the
Yeah, that's bad.
clean and then throw them on
That's
the floor.
especially if you're do you iron? Maybe you iron.
No, I don't iron, but
Like, you know
I don't
what
want
it
to
is?
keep rewashing
She
clean
has-
clothes.
She has an in-house maid. The
You
maid,
have a maid?
Yeah.
I didn't know you had a
I'm
maid.
the maid.
She's the maid.
Oh, you're the
She
maid.
opens the door. She sees the mess. She did it last time. Picks everything up, folds it, washes the floor, cleans the room till perfect. Last time the room was spotless. Sam's like, I can't talk to her right now because she's ripping Katarina's room apart. Everything. Yeah, she's perfect. She's clean. Next thing you know, bada boom.
Yeah.
So I take away her phone.
Oh
And
my
when
God!
I tell
was she
you
crying and screaming.
in 1 hour, that room was you could see the floor again.
That's the only thing that would work is the phone. I go, I'm going to take, but I never had the balls to go. I would go through with it, and then she would just go in, my younger one, insane screaming and crying and whatever. And I'd always kind of give in. I mean, she would fix things. But wait, is our time up?
No, well,
your guests are here, so we gotta.
yeah, but we
How
still
much
have
time
5
was
minutes.
The show?
Okay.
5 minutes.
Okay.
5
Is
minutes.
that okay?
Listen, I don't. It's fine with me. It's just your guests are waiting. That's
Wait,
all.
wait. I just have a question for
Yeah,
Adam.
Sure.
You have a mother?
I do.
Is your mother pretty? I'm picturing your mother's
She's-
being kind of hot.
She's a nice looking lady. I can show you a picture of her later.
Later?
Sure.
Peter
Why
Bales.
not now?
Whoa.
Hold on. Peter Bales says
What?
Carrie should say something she likes about men. Just one thing we are good for. You're gonna have to give me a couple of weeks to come up with something.
If she's still a mother.
Well,
and
if I'm
children.
talking about my father, I could talk about my father for hours.
You
about
love your father.
how great my father was and what a
he
man
was strong.
he was.
You liked that he could beat people up. You liked
Beat
that he
people
made money.
up. He
You
made
liked that
money.
he
Worked.
all
He had
day.
3 jobs. He couldn't speak English. He came here on his back. He learned the language.
Did your father drink?
Never.
No.
He did, and my mother stopped that.
Really? And he listened to her? He said no more?
She said it's either the booze or the kids and us. And he said,
Wow.
thank God he chose them because I would have never been born if he would have
You
left.
would've been
Wow.
somewhere over the fucking rainbow in a toilet.
Harry, I don't even know what that means.
Wow.
Well, you know,
Why over? Oh, in a toilet?
yeah, he's jerking off in the toilet.
Oh,
I'm
I
guessing.
didn't understand. Jerking off in
So
a
let
toilet?
me ask you: when you were a kid, Katarina's age, was your room messy? Did you give your parents a hug?
My room was exactly like hers. I was exactly like her.
So
So
why
I,
are you a
because I
bulldog?
don't want her to be like me.
Why are you a bulldog out of a fucking cage, ready to?
Here's the thing, though. My mother was working. I was a latchkey kid, so
Me too.
no one told me I had to clean my room. Had I had the guidance to tell me clean your room, save your money, I might have been a different outcome
You
right
need a
now.
I never
Guidance?
made my bed. I never made my. To this day, I'm terrible about making bed. But you know, people judge it. Like my daughter's. You know, my daughter dates. Well, she has a boyfriend now. But I mean, it's
How
like
old is she?
27. And like I went out for Mother's Day and I met them in Queens with Kevin and her boyfriend and her roommates and everything. And I'm like, I go, oh, should we stop by the house first and then we'll go to. She goes, no, we'll just meet at the restaurant. I go, how come I'm just meeting you at the restaurant? She goes, my house is a mess and my room's a mess. Because the last time I was there, I'm like, you got to clean this up. She's like,
Well,
"Mom,
here's
leave
the
me
thing.
alone."
I never understood the making of the bed, but now I get it. People are like, why don't you make your bed every day? Because I'm going to be in it in
That's
a couple
right.
of
That's
hours.
the
So
way
why
I
do I
feel
need to
about
make it?
Exactly.
But it's not about that.
It's like starting your day, they say.
Right.
You want to start it off right.
Like she has about 100 pillows on that fucking bed.
Oh, I used
So
to
it
do
takes
that.
40 minutes just to take one off, two off. Then she's like, don't throw the pillows. They're made out of fabric. Oh, fuck. Goodbye.
You know how Mario knows this? Because he sleeps in the drawer right next to on my nightstand next to me.
Mario, you a slob?
I am.
Yeah,
Your
he
mother
is.
cleans up after
And
you?
he doesn't pick up the toilet seat when he pees, so he pees all over the toilet
No, he
seat.
doesn't. And he's short, so he probably drips right on it.
Mario, how many times
Mary,
have I
is it
yelled
true?
at you?
A lot.
Wait, why don't
Must
you lift
you
the
say
seat?
this on a podcast?
Well, wait a minute. Why don't you lift the seat, Mario?
I forget.
You sit? Maybe he sits when he pees.
No, I forget.
He forgets and he pisses all over like a boy, like a 9-year-old.
But you want to piss like a girl?
Well, boys piss all over.
Some
Anyway,
boys sit when they pee.
I,
Adam, right, Adam?
Adam.
What?
Don't you,
Adam, you don't
sometimes
sit when you pee.
Only if I were like loaded drunk or something.
And he needs to
Yeah.
take a seat.
Or really, really tired.
Okay,
Okay.
good. I got
Maybe
it.
So what
really,
happens?
Like dazed, tired.
Yeah.
All right,
Like, guys
so-
don't sit down usually.
I was going to ask him more about his mother, but do we need to know more about Adam's mother?
Yeah, we need to know.
You close?
Yeah, we're good. We're close. We talked.
Do you have any
on
other
Mother's
kids?
Day.
Other siblings?
Yeah, older brother, younger sister.
So you're
He's
the
the middle
Yeah, you're
child?
the Jan Brady.
That's
But
what
I was-
I am.
I was the youngest for 12 years though.
Oh,
so it's like a
And it was
new.
like a oops
You-
baby.
Mistake.
You
Yeah.
were like a new.
Yeah,
baby.
so I had a good run of being the baby.
Do you
and
get
then-
along with that one that came
Yeah,
in
they're
later?
great. But she's like a kid rather than a sister, so we always had a great relationship.
How old is she now?
She's 26, 25.
Aw,
26,
that's
yeah.
cute.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
What does she look like? I want to see pictures.
Okay, but everything's
Can we see
happy with you, Adam? I can't picture that everything's happy.
Oh, everything actually it's actually
Trying to
pretty,
get to
it's
the
pretty
ugly
good. Yeah, yeah.
underbelly of,
No,
of
I'm
Adam.
well. It like makes people mad that I'm well
You're
because I work
happy
with
and well-adjusted?
I work with comedians and they're like,
But why are you
mad that
drawn
I'm
to the dark
well-adjusted.
side? You work with Brian McCarthy.
I'm not
you work
I'm
with
not drawn to
Adam-
the dark part. I'm
with
drawn
Kevin
to the
Brennan.
to the humor of it.
Oh, you don't like the dark side?
I
of
mean,
it?
a little dark meat's okay, but not
Welcome
not like
to
the
the
real.
dark side.
Sometimes it does get real, and that's like you just got to deal with it.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
I always want to know who Adam is, but he's sort of like we don't know who the
We
fuck
don't
Adam
know.
No,
is.
He's
you-
mysterious.
Here's the thing.
There's
Patty,
nothing
No,
he
to
you-
tells us every week, and we forget every week.
No,
Is that what
you
you're
know exactly who I am. That's the thing. Nothing
There's
is
nothing that we
nothing's
don't see.
hidden.
What you
Real-
see
not
is what you
really.
get with Adam Hineker.
pretty much. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah.